I have my project pan end of the year. I can't even believe that I did this all year long. Really stuck to it, used so many products up. Super proud of myself, and I really did stick really good to my low buy. I did have, you know, little splurges here and there, but nothing close to what I usually spend. I can't even tell you, over the last 4 or 5 years, I have progressively spent less and less and less each year. And I think this year has been the least amount that I've spent, which makes me super happy and proud of myself because, you know, like I don't want to be wasteful, and I've been trying to, even products that I get sent for PR, really think about like, am I going to keep using this? Am I not? You know, and try to give things forward, try to use up what I have, and be more conscious of, you know, my collection. Do I really want this? Is this necessary? A lot of times I think I let the FOMO, like the fear of missing out, like, you know, go, and then really think about it like, okay, am I still like super hyped about this or not, you know? If you guys want me to do a video on like tips as far as like staying on your low buy or staying on no buy, I can't really attest to, but low buy, I can at least tell you guys what my tips are for like thinking about purchases or just like sticking to it or stuff like that, or sticking to your project pan. I could probably do like a 2-in-1 kind of video on that. Let me know down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into what the finale is. As far as the Pretty Fresh from ColourPop, I started up here like a little, probably like a little over half of the bottle, and I'm down to here now. So I feel like I did really, really well. This was one of the things that I added on. I don't think, yeah, there's only 2 products in here that were from the beginning, but these are ones that I added on, so I'm not mad that I didn't fully finish it. Likewise with Anastasia Beverly Hills, it was up here and now it's down to here. So I'm almost done with this. Really like this, very dewy, just like this. This one's really hydrating as well. So I'm going to be using those puppies up, but hopefully by the time the new year starts, and that way I can start a new project pan for 2023. I don't know if it's going to be like a certain amount of products, or I don't know what to go into it with, but if you guys have any ideas, or if you guys want to do like a group effort, let me know. Next up is something that I also added in and I have been using since last time, and this is the Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer. I have made quite a dent in this from when I started, and likewise this was an add-on, so this wasn't like from the original project pan, but I have been doing really, really well. And that just gives you like a nice silicone-y base and just gives like smoothness to the skin. Next up is the Too Faced Hangover Good to Go SPF 25 moisturizer. It started out here and I'm down to here. I've been using this even days that I don't have makeup on, just because it does have some kind of SPF in it. It's really nice and hydrating to the skin, and it smells like coconut water. Next are the 2 things that I struggled with, I think the whole entire project pan. This is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. She is thick, okay? She is like thick, and very, very full coverage. And so I couldn't just like use it on its own. I had to mix it with oils or mix it with more dewier foundations. And so what I used up was so minimum. And it's also very eye-opening because literally I have like so many other foundations over there that it's insane. And so I was trying to like use this, but then, you know, also give some love to my other foundations. So I feel like I got a D, okay? A D plus. At least I used it. At least I feel like I hit a little bit of my goal of, you know, like focusing more on one foundation, but I could have done better. And sadly, that is just way, way too thick for me. I will keep incorporating it into my collection and like using it, but I think for next year I might use one that's a little bit more dewier and like easier to use up. As far as the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, I love this stuff. It just gives like a dewiness to the skin. You got to be a little bit light-handed. Lately, I feel like my skin's been getting like way too oily during the day, and it's because of this. So you want to be light-handed. If you have oilier skin, you might just want to skip this altogether. But I feel like this just gives like a dewiness and a radiance to my skin that I absolutely love. You can also mix this in with foundation. It does have a doe foot applicator, so it's just easier to apply to your skin and then apply the foundation on top. I started off like more than halfway filled, if you guys can see that first red line, and I'm almost done with it. So really proud of myself, especially because Charlotte Tilbury stuff is pricey, and it always feels good to like feel like I'm really using up something that's especially pricey. And then next up are the powders. First up is by Becca. This is the Light Shifter Finishing Veil. I just added this on and I haven't made a dent whatsoever. This hardly gives any kind of like real coverage to the skin. It's very, very light. I've just been using it as a light dusting on the skin. So it's kind of like a topper powder. So it's going to be harder to hit pan on. And I did add that on like very last minute to the project pan. Then last is the Studio Fix powder from MAC. Dude, like I totally forgot how amazing this powder is. I'm like, why am I using this up? It's so good. This gives so much coverage. It sets your foundation. It just makes you look like, girl, what is that? Not only that, this works amazing. Like on days that you're gonna go out and you know you're gonna be sweaty, this foundation is really good for like being outside. It's a powder foundation, so it sets your foundation really nicely. It does give more like extra coverage, so it's not for like a natural look. But if you dust this on, it gives you enough like light coverage if you're gonna use it by itself. And it lasts throughout the day. It's like really good at retaining your oils, and I really like it. As you can see there, I'm almost done. I've been literally using this with a sponge now to get the edges and like just like pat it into my skin. I forgot how freaking amazing this is. And as soon as I use up a lot of my other powders, I definitely want to repurchase this. This has been like an OG in my collection for years on years and years and years. Like I always repurchase it. I think this is probably like my fourth or fifth one since I discovered MAC like many years ago. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. But this is in the shade NC30. Love. Just perfection. I wanted to go through all the products that I used up. I'm so proud. On my project pan, I used up 11 products. So I'm super excited because 11 is a lot. And I do empties videos separately. So if you guys want to go watch any of those, I will have like a playlist for my Project Pan 2022 and then also my empties. But I've been using up products left and right, whether it be hair, bath, makeup, and been doing empties as well with like mini, you know, reviews of each. But the 11 products that I used up are the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, the Urban Decay All Nighter spray, the Smashbox Photo Finish powder, the Too Faced Do You primer, the Ole Hendrickson Banana Bright Primer, the MAC Light Boost Concealer, the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Primer, the Farsali Liquid Glass, the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Powder. I think that one I didn't use up. I used up quite a bit of it, but it was like too rosy undertone. So that one didn't fully get used up, but I noticed it wasn't for me. Touch and Soul No Problem for Priming Water, and then the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palettes. So I'm so super excited that I used up so many products, and I'm hopefully gonna finish off these by the end of the year. I still have about like 2 weeks or so for the end of the year, so hopefully I will use these up and then start a new project starting next year. I really want to try to somehow pan palettes. Don't quote me on that because I have so many palettes and I want to give so much love to them that it's just hard sometimes. But that is it for my Project Pan 2022. Let me know, how many products did you use up on your Project Pan? How did you do? As far as my low buy, I feel like I did pretty good on my low buy. I didn't spend as much as I usually spend. each year it feels like I'm spending less and less and less. A lot of the products that I've been getting and I got in my Black Friday haul did not come out of my wallet itself. I won like gift cards from different like makeup competitions, and that's what I used to buy those. So I don't really feel like those are like part of my spending because it wasn't my money. So overall, I feel like I didn't purchase that many things like myself, you know what I mean? Like it didn't come out of my moolah. And I think I did really good this year. I feel like this is the year that I've, the least that I've spent in all the years that I've been doing this. So just patting myself on the back. Anyways, let me know how you guys did. I do have my social media down below if you guys are into like low buys, project panning. That's basically where I'm heading, and my Instagram has converted into project panning just because I really want to appreciate what I have, really use it up, and then just share with you guys the looks that I do and such. Anyways, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe if you want to see more content like that, and any suggestions you have, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.